In this video, we talk about Babylon 5, the geometry of shadows after this. Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd, and in the geometry of shadows, we see a couple of stories that are coming about. First of all, Lieutenant Commander Ivanova has been promoted to full commander on the recommendation of Captain Sheridan. It went through Earth Dome, and now she is a full commander. And her first assignment as a commander was to settle a disturbance between two warring factions of a single race. Their point of contention was that one of them wore purple scarves and another would wear a green scarf. And those that wore the green scarves were fighting against the purple scarves pretty much to the death. And when Ivanova asked them, why is it that they're wearing that, they said, well, they reached into a box and whatever color they pulled out, that was their color. And it's a little story about what happens when people become loyal to a team or a flag or a color of a scarf that causes them to say that those that are not like them are their enemies. And it is oversimplified, of course, but an interesting story on that. That's on one side. The other side is a story about Londo. And we know that Londo has gone in with a fellow by the name of Morden, who has arranged to have the Shadows destroy an outpost of the Narn. Now, the Narn don't know, and most of the Centauri don't know exactly how he did it. And even the Narn don't even suspect that the Centauri have anything to do with it. And that is what was promised to Londo by Morden. However, it is something that upsets him a little bit that there has to be such amount of carnage for him to have this political favor bestowed upon him, because he is known as a great orchestrator in order to get rid of that Narn post and relieve the Centauri of an embarrassment. In this episode, however, he finds out that there are some mages, and they are kind of techno wizards. And they're led by Michael Ansara. Elric is the name of the character, Michael Ansara, who has played Klingons on the original series and on Deep Space Nine, and or has been a wonderful character actor for many, many years. He plays Elric. And what Londo is hoping to get out of the mages, and there's a whole team of them that are coming on Babylon 5, the folklore, according to Londo, explaining it to Veer, is that if you see one, it's very lucky. If you see two, it's very unlucky. And they see a whole room full of them, and that's something that they don't know how to account for. However, Londo remembers that the current emperor was blessed by 3 mages and is hoping for some kind of blessing or some kind of photo opportunity, if you will, that will show the rest of the Centauri society that he is indeed blessed by the mages. Now, the mages have no interest in doing any such thing, and the way of which he tries to manipulate that situation is part of the B plot here. One of the things that I want to point out here is that, first of all, Veer is given a very good camera presence during this episode. For the most part, we have seen him just as kind of a goofball that's just kind of Londo's assistant, who treats him as being, overly concerned of being polite and things like this, and that's not anything that really impresses most of the Centauris. Be this as it may, this time Veer is sent to talk to the mages and arrange a meeting with Londo, and he holds his ground. And Elric says to him, you're very brave. And he basically says, when you work for someone like Londo, you just have to be. It's part of the job. And he shows his ability to stand his ground, his ability to show that he is an ambassador's aide. He puts forward the appearance that he comes from a noble family, which all is true. And so I think it's a good performance here. And usually you just see him as kind of the buffoon. And they did have a scene of that where Londo leaves the bar and Veer looks to see what he was drinking, takes a taste of it, and then passes out. Anyway, interesting episode. Once again, this is kind of setting up things for Londo. We also see Garibaldi decide to come back to work as chief of security. He's been missed by his co-workers, and he is wanted there by Captain Sheridan. He doesn't know if he trusts Sheridan yet or not, but Sheridan has shown a great deal of confidence in him despite his record and the fact that he knows the station inside and out and everything is important to this plot. So that is Babylon 5, the Geometry of Shadows for this week. I hope that you enjoyed the episode as well and will comment on it below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We survive on subscription, so please subscribe to the channel and click a like if you will. We'll be back on Tuesday with more Star Trek Deep Space Nine, on Wednesday with Star Trek The Original Series, and back here next week with more Babylon 5. So, thank you for joining us. Until next time, don't go far.